this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. Easter is fast approaching and Easter is coming to Diamond Art Club this week. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 11th of March, they are doing their Easter drop and I have one of the kits here to show you. So thanks to DAC for sending this over to me. This is Bunny Kisses by Claudia McKinney. It's 83.6 by 55.8 centimeters. So it's not too big. It's sort of a medium-sized painting, I would say. It has got square drills. It has got 65 colours, which includes 3 ABs, 1 iridescent diamond and 3 fairy dust diamonds. And it has got a little over 75,000 total drills. Before I forget to cover this, release times for Wednesday drops are a little bit different to Saturday releases because there's just one time for everyone. And it is one of those times of year when, if you're not in the US, you need to be a little conscious about release times because the clocks have gone forwards in the US. They haven't in all other parts of the world yet. So yeah, just check what it is for you. It is going to be 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 4 PM UK time. And yeah, if you're not sure what it is in your particular time zone, plug it into Google and it will tell you when you can shop. So let's take a look at this. Diamond Art Club kits come with this sleeve over the top part of the box that has a render of the artwork going around it and all the other kit specific details, which includes a full image here, a full image here, and then there is also a full image on a sticker on the bottom of the box. So what that means is however you store your diamond paintings, you know, whatever kind of shelving, cupboard situation you've got going on, you should be able to stash this in a direction where you can see which kit is which I really appreciate as someone who is just stashing diamond paintings everywhere at this point. So you take the sleeve off and you will get to the kind of generic underbox, and we're going into that to have a look at this diamond painting. Inside the box, you have got a tray that contains all your goodies. So you've got lots of layers of protection for your diamond painting here. So we have got the diamond painting and drills. We have got a toolkit, and there's also this little pouch here. So I'm going to take you through all of these bits. But first off, let's start with the toolkit. Diamond Art Club toolkits come in this bag with a list of the contents on the front, but I won't read that off because we're going to have a look at them anyway. You're going to get the same toolkit in every kit regardless of the shape of drill. The only thing that changes is that very small kits sometimes have a smaller tray. Why can I not get these out? I think the pen was just blocking the tray from coming out a bit. There, we got there in the end. So inside you will find Diamond Art Club's Twist and Pick applicator pen. So this has got a nice ergonomic grip to it. It's a fair bit thicker than your kind of typical plastic kit pens, whilst not being chunky. You know, this is the kind of thickness of pen that I personally really find comfortable. You have got a 4-placer loaded on one end. Apologies for my camera going out of focus. It is a constant battle to get this camera to behave. So yeah, 4-placer here, and any other kind of push-in placer that you have, you know, as long as it's the push-in, not a threaded end, should fit here just fine. This end, we have a lid, which I'll remove, and here you have the part that gives the pen its name. This is the Twist and Pick applicator end for your single placer. You'll see here that there is a clear substance in here. That is wax, and what we're going to do is just twist it, and that pushes the wax up through the nib. And then you will see wax start to emerge through the top. Pinch off any excess and you are good to go, or pick up your drills. Then you have a roll of baggies, always useful to have around. And last but not least, you have the tray. This is again a really nice upgrade compared to the kits we used to have, because this tray is a lot bigger. As you see, compared to my hand, you're talking about the same sort of size. So yeah, this is a really nice size tray to work with. It has a lid that slides off. This one wasn't on for some reason, and a stopper that comes out once the lid is off. Inside you have got more of that wax, you have got some of the original pink wax, and you have got a 7-placer in case you prefer that for your pen end. And yeah, just to show you again, you've got room there to line up lots and lots of drills. These are also stackable, the trays. When you've got the lids on, they will all sort of nicely sit on top of each other if you have a few of them. So, you know, you could kit up directly into them if you have enough. Next up is this little pouch here, which contains all sorts of useful information for you. So if you open up, ooh, I got a silver card. I'll explain the significance in a moment. And then we have these as well, which we'll also look at in a moment. But first of all, let me just show you all of this. So on the inside of that pouch, you have tips and tricks. You've got step-by-step instructions for diamond painting, just in case this is your very first diamond painting. You've got how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator. I forgot to explain that you can refill that pen. So there's some instructions for you there. You have got a link to Diamond Art Club's Facebook group. That's a QR code, or you can look up Diamond Art Club VIP group, I think it's called. You need to have made a purchase from Diamond Art Club directly before to be eligible to join, and they will vet you to make sure that you're... Apologies, my son came home and I had to let him in. Now, where was I? Which bits had I already explained? I think I was saying that if you want to join this group, you need to have made a purchase from Diamond Art Club before, and they will check that your Facebook name matches a name on a Diamond Art Club account. So yeah, you may need to get in touch with customer service if there is any kind of mismatch there. Then down at the bottom we have kit contents, and over here we have a code for saving 20% off your first app purchase. Diamond Art Club has an app, so you can purchase there if you prefer rather than the website. They always have discount codes available to you, so please know you never need to pay full price. I do have a couple of affiliate codes in the description box down below if you would like to use either of those. They also have generous first-time customer codes. They do discount codes at several points during the year for big events like Black Friday or special days in the US. And if you join this Facebook group, there is an evergreen code that you can use if no other codes are applying. Next up, this card here, this trading card, is called a Treasure Quest card. And this is both a fun collectible and just, you know, it's nice to have, but also it is part of Diamond Art Club's rewards scheme. So as I said, this one is silver, and I said I got a bit lucky there because the vast majority of cards that you'll receive are going to be bronze, and it's not kit dependent, unfortunately. So just because I got a silver with this one doesn't mean that you will. Most people will get a bronze, some will get a silver, a lucky few will get a gold card, and an even smaller number are going to get a black card. The purpose of the different colours, as well as adding a fun level of collectability, is to help you claim rewards. So on the back here, there is a website address, diamondartclub.com/redeem. If you go to that address, it will show you all the rewards. They're things like really nice gift cards going up to a total value of something like $200, I believe. And there is a custom kit as the very top reward you can claim. Different colours of cards are going to be needed to be collected in different quantities to claim the different rewards. That was a strong sentence. But yeah, this website will lay it out for you. So for each reward, you're going to need either a certain number of bronze cards, a certain number of silver cards, and a certain number of gold cards. Obviously, more cards are needed for high level rewards. Or you're going to need a certain number of black cards. And once you've got enough cards to claim whatever you would like to claim, you'll scratch off these panels. There's a code underneath you'll enter on this website, and you'll be able to claim your reward. And then the other thing in that pouch is the sticky labels. So you've got individually cut sticky labels on here and an image of the artwork there. And then inside, here are sticky labels for all of your storage pots. At the end, we have the special drills. So you've got your 3 ABs, one iridescent drill, which is often known as crystal drill elsewhere. Crystal drills, sorry, Diamond Art Club refers to them as iridescent drills, but that's going to be the same thing. And then the ones with a Z in front of them are fairy dust drills. AB stands for Aurora Borealis, and they have a glitzy coating on them. Iridescent drills I've covered, and fairy dust drills have a subtle glitter coating on, so they also add accents but kind of also texture as well. And yeah, what a bright, colourful painting this is going to be based on these stickers. Let's take a look at it. Your painting is going to come in this dust cover bag to help keep it safe. So I'm just going to open that up here. Oops. I always try and open these carefully so that I can get the painting back in when I want to put it into storage. And sometimes I am more successful than other times. Okay. Whoops. Here are the drills. They're going to come in this bag with a label on with the kit name. So if you store your kits and your drills separately, that's going to help you link it all up. And yeah, look at all these bright colours. Lots of lovely pinks and oranges and yellows and blues. It's going to be a fun colour palette to work with. I'm going to go through these properly in a moment. Whoops. Let's look at the painting first. So I'm going to roll it back on itself to flatten it out. And before I go any further, I will just show you, if I can find a section where they show, do you see that dotted line going through the cover there? Those cover the canvas and grid it up into 10 by 10 centimetre squares. And where you have a dotted line, that tells you where there's a perforation in the cover. So the cover is basically pre-sectioned for you. So you can still use release paper or washi tape or however you use to section up your paintings if you prefer. If you're careful, the cover will all stay in one. But it's also now pre-sectioned for you, so you can just use the perforations to section up your painting. Okay, here it is. It's a lot more blue than I think I realised from the small image. Blue is good. We like blue around here. But yeah, lots of really bright, vibrant colours and a bit of contrast going on, you know, like this yellowy orange outline to the bunnies against the blues. That's going to be really fun, really striking. You have got, I would say, a decent mixture of confetti and colour blocking in this kit. Maybe it leans a little more towards confetti, but there are some sections that will go quicker. So confetti is, where's a good example of it? Maybe if we get into the flowers. I mean, it's not intense confetti anywhere, to be honest. But what confetti means is that you are going to be changing the colour of drill in your tray more often, basically. So you're only going to be working with a little bit of one colour before you need to move on to the next colour in your section. Whereas colour blocking, you can see some sections of that here in the sky, where you've just got a big old block of one colour or another, and you're just going to be placing that, you know, maybe whizzing through it with a multi-placer, or even if you single place, it's still going to be quicker, and it helps the painting go along a bit more quickly. But yeah, it's a good blend of the two, I would say, and that's what I and a lot of other people really enjoy in paintings. I personally get a bit bored if I have too much of one or the other, so a blend works really well for me. Wow, such pretty colours. I'm really intrigued to find out where the special drills go as well, but I'm going to look at that a little bit later. What I'm going to do first of all is go through those colours with you. Right, what have we got in this kit? So, if my camera will focus, we are kicking off with this lovely sort of dove grey colour. And I'm just going to go through these and show you everything you've got to play with. Gorgeous plum pink there. So these are the bigger bags, the colours that you're going to have a lot more of in the kit. If you hear clattering in the background, it's my cat going through the cat door, so sorry if that's a bit noisy. They're ready for their dinner. It's not actually dinner time yet, but they think it is, so they're kind of yo-yoing. Anyways, here is the first special drill. So this is a fairy dust drill, and you can just about see that glitter coating. It's made with mica powder, so it is subtle. It's not full on glitter, but it has a really pretty effect. And then that deep bright pink, that is a fun one. And here is another fairy dust on the end. So we've got quite big bags of these two colours of fairy dust. Next up we have this lovely pink colour to kick off the second strand of drills. I'm such a magpie for bright colours. All the ones like this, I'm like, ooh, exciting. And that beautiful feathery, I meant heathery. Heathery blue, that's pretty too. Dearie me, words are hard by this point in the day. beautiful bright blue, 2 bags of that one. And here is the first of the ABs, this orangey one. I believe that's going to be the one that I saw outlining the bunnies, but I will check where the special drills go later. And a couple more there on the end. Next up, we're moving into the smaller bags. The colours that there's not quite as many of in the painting, but they're still really important to give vibrancy and detail. Another AB there. That's a gorgeous turquoise fairy dust drill. Don't remember working with that one as a fairy dust before. And here we have the last strip of drills with the much smaller bags. Teeny tiny bag of 310 there. It's not very much in these bags at all. I love this shade. Here is the iridescent drill. So as you can see, it has a sort of glass or crystal effect. You'll see it has a silver back. That's just because it's see-through basically. So you need a solid opaque back so that you can't see the symbol once the drill is placed. But that is going to give a beautiful gem-like look. Lovely colours. There's the last AB and 647 on the end there. So there are some really fun colours in this kit. It's going to be, yeah, really varied and bright and vibrant to work on. Okay, let me pan over it so you can see it all a bit more up close, and then I will try and figure out where those special drills go. Right, what do you think? Isn't it a fun one? So special drill hunting time. Let me see. ABs first of all. I'm looking for a sort of green target symbol. Is that? Yeah, that's over here. It's kind of hard to see that one, I've got to be honest. The symbol is very small compared to how it looks on here. So just make sure you clock that when you start working on it. And there's a little more of that down here and down here. And actually it's in quite a few of the leaves spread around and about, but not in huge quantities. Then there's that blue one that we saw right at the end, a sort of star symbol. And that's here in this egg. There's a little bit over here. Is there any in the bunny? Yeah, there's a little bit in the bunny here. And a little bit over in this Easter egg over here. Again, not large quantities, but just spotted around for accents. Next up is that iridescent drill. So that one, it was a small bag. Where am I going to find that? Okay, I have found some places where it's used, but it's pretty sparing. I see it sort of speckled through some parts of the background, just like a dot here, a dot here, a dot here, a dot here, in the kind of star effect part of the background. And there's also a few dots on some of the Easter eggs, like this one has a few dots of it. But yeah, I'd say there's not a lot of that one at all. It's just going to be in a few places, very carefully chosen by the hand rendering team. And then we have the pinky, I was going to say pinky purple, but sort of plum pink fairy dust. That is a symbol W, and I think there was quite a lot of that one, which makes sense because I see it in this Easter egg, in this flower, in this flower, in this flower, all through the pink bits of this bunny. It's over here, it's over here, it's over here. Yeah, there's loads and loads and loads of that one. Little spots of it through this bunny. Yeah, loads of that gorgeous pink colour, so that'll be fun. Then we have the yellowy fairy dust, and that one, I see little bits of it going through. I've just realised I've missed one of them. I'll go back and do the one I missed in a second. I see little bits of it in the outline. There are sections of it. There's actually some blocks of it up here, and it's helping to make these star shapes as well. There's a little bit down here in this Easter egg. And again, same thing over here. It's in a lot of these stars, and there's a little bit of a block of it here. But yeah, very much helping to outline the bunnies, along with the AB that I missed looking at before, that tick symbol, which is in a lot of the same places. So you have it in this flower over here, and then you have it all through the outlines and that flower, and it's also in all of those stars along the back. So yeah, loads and loads of those too, both used kind of in similar places. So all those things will be thoroughly highlighted with special drills. And then the last one is that blue fairy dust. I see that here in this egg. I see it here in this one. I'm going to guess, yeah, there are parts of it in the bunny, sort of going up there and around here. There are some patches of it around here and over here. I wonder if there's any of that in the back, the background. I don't think so. Not that I can see, not that's jumping out at me. So yeah, again, just highlighting lots of the different elements. And I think this one is going to absolutely glisten, because I'd say that's quite a few special drills used. Which makes sense with a piece like this, you know, that it's got that unreal quality, so a bit of extra glitz and glam can really help render it in a way that is authentic to the original piece, if that makes sense. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know if you're going to be grabbing this or any of the other Easter pieces tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not sure what else. At the point I'm filming this, they haven't been previewed, so I'm going to see what there is and see if there's anything that I need to have in my collection. But thank you very much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this with me. If you have, please consider dropping a like on the video. It's always really appreciated. And if you're not subscribed, I would love to have you stick around, so please consider doing that too. And I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye bye.